Mountain biking is a sport about experiencing new challenges and testing out our skills on different trails and bikes. And the Forest of Dean downhill trails are a great place to do all this. The particular trails I'm interested in today are Launchpad and Countdown. These are arguably the most popular descent trails in the forest, and they featured on the channel in the past. These trails are great as a warm-up, they're also good for newcomers to gravity-oriented trails, and they're also suitable for adaptive bikes too. They're trails designed to be fast and fun for almost everyone on almost any bike, but they're not without their pitfalls. The last time I was here, I was riding a hardtail e-bike, but it didn't exactly go as planned. So this time I've decided to do pretty much the same thing, except with a bit of an upgrade, because today I'm riding the Hammerhead from Shark e-bikes. You've seen this bike many times before on the channel, so it needs no introduction. But as a trail e-bike, it'll be interesting to test its limits and see how it handles a more involved trail like this. So let's get to it. Now, arguably the most difficult part of riding the downhill trails here is the long push-up track. So it's pretty lucky that I'm on my e-bike today. Love them or hate them, e-bikes are certainly a game changer for the steep climbs, especially if you're planning on running laps on the downhill. This track is rideable on a good old manual acoustic bike, but there are only so many times you can ride up a hill like this in one day. So once I'd had a good old gawp at the trail map at the top, it was time to drop in. Following the blue trail markers, Countdown picks up speed fast and gets straight into the action. This upper section is an active windy route over some not too steep but very smooth ground. The berms and small kickers keep things interesting and are great progression features for those new to this style of riding. The smooth hard-packed gravel promotes speed, and the snaking trail with the berms and rollers is designed to maximise fun. These are the kinds of trails that you can roll down, or for the more advanced rider, you can find gaps and features all over the place. That's the beauty of a trail like this. They're great for newcomers, but also fun for experienced riders too. Now, the awesome thing about the riding surface of these trails is that they're all weather, meaning that the trail doesn't really change that much throughout the year. Some of the more natural trails here at the Forest of Dean are extremely different based on the wet and dry conditions. So if you're coming to ride these two, you can pretty much guarantee that they're going to be the same every time. Although there's a gentle gradient to this trail, you may want to add a few pedals in every now and then just to keep things exciting. As I mentioned, there are a couple of optional gaps that you can do over some of the rollers, but these will depend on how well you can jump, how fast you're going, and how heavy your bike is. But no matter what bike you're riding, this trail is a lot of fun for all. You can ride it fast or as slow as you like, and there are no committing features that are going to catch you up. Dropping into Launchpad, this is a trail that's really easy to get carried away on. Because it's so fast and flowy, you can get air on things that you really shouldn't, like these rollers. Launchpad is a way faster and way windier trail than Countdown and requires a bit more skill to navigate. It feels easy to generate speed on here, and even the tight corners are well bermed, so that carrying your speed through tight sections is easy to do. And of course, it goes without saying that if you're someone who needs to work on their cornering, this is a good trail to try. Speaking of which, check out this huge corner ahead. After shooting around the big 180 berm, you can pick up a lot of speed. By this point in the trail, you've also gained a lot of confidence, but watch out for this next corner. With a bit of heavy braking, I managed to avoid flying over the back, which is more than I can say for this unlucky rider, who luckily was unhurt. So after that corner, from here the speed increases again as you fly through the bottom of the valley. There are a couple of cool turns and some bumpy wall rides to enjoy, and again a couple of hidden gaps for the more advanced rider to sniff out. Once you get to this point, you're on the home stretch, but even this section has a few turns and lumps to enjoy. It feels like you can really bring out every drop of fun from this trail, and it's definitely one you should put on your bucket list. So with that, we're coming towards the end, and Launchpad and Countdown are complete. Amazing trails. So the short travel e-bike flew down this trail, and I managed to stay on the bike this time too. So apologies to those of you who tuned in to see me make a fool of myself yet again. So that's it from me. Remember to subscribe to the channel, it's free, give the video a like, and I'll see you in the comments. Until next time.